Straight out of the left coast of the coast in the east. Started off on the quest to find his favorite drink. We talk sports, comics, silver screen. Don't forget about the music, cause we loving the beats. A slice of life for the whole damn pie. We got it all. We know you feeling the vibe. From old Gen X to young Gen Z. Either way, we gon' drink. It's Sun and Pops.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sun and Pops Culture. I'm Sun.
And I'm Pops.
And this is episode 115.
Sipping on green with the gangster lean. 115. All right.
I feel like you've been using that lean rhyme.
I know. I thought last week was mean.
I think the episode before.
Oh, all right.
Mean.
Well,
no. I just noticed. It's
hey, but the teens are long. What can I say? The teens are long. You know.
So, what do we do here?
What we do here at Sun and Pops Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic book, literature, sports, anime, and a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Sun and Pops. Where can the people find us at, buddy?
You can check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Sun and Pops Culture. There we have highlights of the show, the full videos of the episodes up on YouTube, and we do other fun stuff on our Instagram. But if you ever want us to talk about a certain something or just want to chat, hit us up because we love hearing from you guys.
True indeed. We love hearing from our listeners. I guess what? We'll start where we always start?
Yeah, with this week's drink.
This week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want. Because either way, we go drink. What do you have for the people today, buddy?
Today, I just have another cup of coffee made from some beans from Solid Coffee Roasters, one of my favorite coffee places.
Okay. I dig it. Well, today, this is another Saturday recording at like a, respectable time. I got some lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. So
nice.
Yeah, I've cut back on my drinking, bud. So
I know. I thought you were gonna do another mud water, actually.
Well, I drank it already.
Gotcha.
I drank it literally like 5 minutes ago. Then I was like, why didn't I wait to drink that? so I'm just gonna sip on this.
Yeah.
Just keep
gearing
my
up
wet.
for some warm weather.
Yeah. So I love lemonade. I'm like a lemonade aficionado, but I love it.
And lemonade on a sunny day.
Whoo, can't beat it.
Warm summer day.
Yeah, we're about to start dipping into some spring weather here in the Berg.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't wait.
Seeing the sun, yeah.
But turning into an old man is like the craziest thing. Like, I think I told you last week, I looked at the yard. It was all wet and nasty and just the dogs I was just like, I used to have a beautiful yard. It's like, it's a damn dog.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a damn dog tore my whole yard up. I'm like, but we're making some major changes this year in the yard. Looking forward to it. Some stuff's coming out. Some new stuff's going in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be back, baby. I'm gonna be back. So I'm looking forward to probably next week we're gonna start. So
nice.
I was waiting for daylight savings time to happen, and it's happening tonight. So
but that's why they have it for the farmers.
And
in the yard.
And right now it's 5:46 here.
Mm-hmm.
MPA, and your grandma has not texted us yet to remind us to set our clocks forward, but I guarantee she does.
She usually does it like late at night.
That
night. Yeah,
it's like the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, mom. Like, I'll remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny. She's funny. She's always done that. Always.
That is funny, especially now because it just automatically.
It's automatic. Yeah, it's automatic. But she doesn't care. She still reminds us.
Yeah,
and there's some things I can always count on, and that's one of them. But anyways, you see, now that I said that, it'll get back to her through the grapevine that I said it, and she'll stop doing it. Out of spite. Just to spite me, she'll stop doing it. Like when I said socks and drawers for Christmas, and she stopped buying them because I said it. I was like, Mom, it was a joke. Like, so anyways. So where should we start today, bud? Oh, this week's drink, sorry.
Oh,
cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
So this week we have, the usual, we have some. Actually, we don't have much news, but we have some news. We have obviously we're going to be reacting to the Oscars, our thoughts on
Indeed.
the event, and some reviews of, the new Marvel show, Daredevil Born Again, and obviously the latest episode of Invincible, and some other stuff sprinkled in. But we will start with the poll, because every week on our Instagram, I ask the listeners a certain question, and then I share the results to that poll the next episode. So this poll is still in progress, but the question was, is Robert Pattinson an underrated actor? And at the time of this recording, keep in mind, it's still up, the poll's still up, but 64% said yes, he was an underrated actor, and then 36% was no. So, yeah. What do you think?
I voted yes, and that's mainly based on your love of him as an actor. You kind of put me on. You kind of put me on to the greatness that is Robert Pattinson. Yeah, he's a hell of an actor, and a lot of people don't know that. They still be seeing that Twilight shit, but he does a lot of good work, and
they do. And I was thinking about that too, because Twilight's bad, right? It's pretty bad, but it ended in 2012. That was the last Twilight movie, and people still that don't know Robert Pattinson will still be like the Twilight guy.
Yeah, you're like
that was over a decade ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought about it like that. That's nuts.
Yeah, he's done so much more stuff.
Yeah, and he's super versatile and he's super good.
He really is.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, so I definitely think he's underrated, but he'll get his due. He'll get his due.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, if you look at like him and say like this isn't a slight against Daniel Radcliffe, but he put in a lot of effort to shake the Harry Potter mold. You know what I mean? And I think Pattinson's done the same thing to shake the Edward mold, but I think Pattinson's definitely a better actor than Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe's not bad. I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm like Pattinson. Pattinson's like he's like standing side by side with Willem Dafoe and holding his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if I see Robert Pattinson in a movie, I'm like, ooh,
you think it's going to be good?
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, he doesn't just do whatever, and you can tell he's trying with whatever he's doing.
Yeah. Like he's the first Batman since Michael Keaton, I think, that said, "Nah, I ain't working out for this," and he didn't work out to play Batman.
You're just like a regular.
I said, "This dude said
build, yeah."
He
was more in shape for this latest movie of him than he was in Batman.
That's
I swear.
So funny.
Like there's a scene with his shirt off, and I was like, "Why is he more fit in this movie where it was not needed?"
Yeah, Batman. He was just like,
yeah.
I got the gadgets.
Just wasn't feeling like working out.
Yeah,
that year, I guess.
You ain't got me doing enough. Gotta wear this suit. I gotta work out too.
Yeah,
it's funny. So tell me about Mickey. What was it? Mickey 17?
Yeah, Mickey 17. That was the latest Robert Pattinson movie. Literally just came out this weekend. It's by Joon-Ho, and if you don't know who that was, he's the director and writer producer of Parasite. That's like his big masterpiece.
Okay.
Yeah. He also did like Snowpiercer, Memories of Murder.
So it was dope. Good. That's what you're saying. So the movie was dope.
Yeah. So this movie was really, really highly anticipated. I mean, this was his last movie was Parasite.
That was so fucking good. Yeah.
And that was 6 years ago. So
can I say something real fast?
Yeah.
Can I? People, if you haven't watched Parasite, watch Parasite. Yes, it's subtitled, but get over yourself and watch Parasite. The movie's excellent. It's excellent. That's all I'm saying. Just watch the movie. Watch Snowpiercer too. Watch Snowpiercer too, because Snowpiercer's good too. They made a TV show about it. Watch the damn movie. It's like a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but not really. That's what they say. You know that, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
But not really. But just watch both of those movies. Like, yeah, just do it. Do yourself a favor and just watch them. But okay, anyways, now I'm amped. So tell me about this movie because I wanted to see it. But
it's and get over the subtitles, because even in he won an Oscar. He said, the world opens up to you if you just get over the barrier of subtitles. So
didn't he win Best Picture for that?
Yeah, it was the
It was-
first foreign movie to win Best Picture. So that
Yeah,
kind
and
of
it
says
fuck.
enough.
Parasite is so good, and you
It
brought that
is.
one home, nice. You're like, we're gonna watch Parasite.
Mhm.
It was when you were still in school. We were like,
Yeah,
all
because
right,
I just remember everyone talking about it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what is this movie?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then
It's
we
so
watched
good,
it. Mhm.
so good. Okay, so Mickey 17.
So yeah, Mickey 17. It stars Robert Pattinson, and he plays this character called a disposable, which is basically whenever he dies, the ship he's on reprints him, and his sole purpose is to work for the ship, basically as experiments, so they can learn more about their expedition they're on to find a planet, to basically colonize.
Okay.
So it's a sci-fi movie, and yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
He has Bong Joon-Ho. He always has something about like classism. He always says something about
Some type of
class.
commentary. Yeah.
Yeah, commentary about class,
Mhm.
this environment. Like he knows how to blend genres
Mhm.
a whole bunch, and he does it with this, and surprisingly pretty funny, like in a like a dark humor type way.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot going on, and it was a really enjoyable watch. The performances are great. The reason why I asked the Robert Pattinson question was because I'm watching this. I'm like, man, he's just so good. Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just the stuff he can do with his voice too. Like
Yeah.
he's British. Like if you didn't know,
Mhm.
just that alone. But just his voice sounds different every movie he's in. And
Yeah.
the in this movie, it's called Mickey 17 because he's died 17 times.
Mhm.
And on the 17th one, he accidentally gets cloned again. So there's two of him, and that's like a big no-no.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
call them duplicate or multiples.
Dupes.
They
Oh,
call them
multiple.
multiples.
Okay.
So, but why he's so good is because, there's the Mickey that we know, and he's kind of like nervous or whatever, like kind of a pushover. And then there's the other one who he's a little out there. He's a little crazy. And they're side by side, and it's the same person, but I'm just like, there's a difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
remember
yeah,
watching the track. Go ahead.
oh, it was entertaining. Mark Ruffalo's in it.
Yeah.
Toni
yeah,
Collette's in it. With Mark Ruffalo's character, watch it and tell me who he reminds you of.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
A certain political figure.
Oh.
Supposedly
Okay.
it's not based on it, but
Okay.
oh my gosh,
But you're like,
he's
but
really
clearly.
good. Mark Ruffalo is funny. It's just like it's just a really unique film. The first half kind of, it takes a while for me to feel like it got going because it just had so much exposition it had to do, like just laying out the groundwork of how this world works and stuff. But once it gets going, like it was really entertaining. And yeah, it was good work. I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay. Okay. Is this A24?
No, this was Warner Brothers actually.
Really?
Yeah, and the
Wow.
big thing with this movie was actually shot in 2022, and it was
Okay.
supposed to come out last April of 2024, and then for
Really?
whatever reason they pushed it back, and then they just kept pushing it back, but now it's finally out. And keep in mind, it was filmed in 2022. There's something that happens in this movie that's like Simpsons level predicting, where it's like how that happened, something that happened last year that was really big, really crazy. And it's like, how is this so, how is this so similar? Just, I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah.
But it's Simpsons level predicting.
I'm definitely going to check it out because I wanted to see it since I saw the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, 3.5 from you, that's big. That'd be like a 4
Yeah.
from me. So
it could easily go up to a 4 for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll check that out. Mickey 17.
It's not for everyone, but it has stuff to say, and it's by the end of the day, it's a unique movie made with a budget, and you don't get that often.
You don't. True shit. Well, that was our first review. We kind of skipped the natural order of things, but I think because of the poll question, I just kind of wanted to know what was up with
That's fair.
the reason for the poll. So,
Mhm.
do you want to slide into the news now, or do you want to continue reviewing things?
We can do news.
Okay. I guess we'll start with a couple of RIPs.
Mm.
Carl Thomas Dean, the elusive, reclusive husband of Dolly Parton, passed away this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. They were married for like 50 plus years.
Wow.
He saw her walking down the street when she had just she'd been in Nashville for like 2 days. He saw her walking down the street and he hollered at her. And the big thing about him hollering at her is that he's not that type of person.
Mm.
But he said his first thought was, I'm going to marry this woman. And his second thought was, she's absolutely beautiful. And literally, like, if you search Carl Dean, I think you'll see the same 5 pictures, no matter how much you search. So that's how reclusive he was.
Wow.
People questioned their marriage and if it was real and all kind of stuff, but Dolly will tell you she loved that man, you know. And I mean, she wrote Jolene about a bank teller that was flirting with him. Like, I read the story.
Mm-hmm.
The bank teller wasn't named Jolene. Jolene was actually a whole other story.
She was name dropping.
Yeah, but she was tall and she was a redhead and she was flirting with Carl Dean at the bank. With,
he must have just
Dolly
had aura.
He must have. Like,
if he wasn't
tall,
the type to be followed.
Yeah, tall country. But she did say he was a flirt, just a natural flirt.
Oh,
she said, but she was flirting too.
He's charismatic.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I get that. Sometimes you're flirting, you don't even know it. So, but yeah, he passed away. I always just thought it was pretty wild how that guy just kind of like, you know, she said he knew what she came to Nashville to do and he never tried to stop her. And I was like, that's pretty dope. Mm-hmm. So that's really all I got to say is rest in peace, Carl Dean.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, straight up. And also, for some Gen Xers out there, Dwayne Wiggins, 1/3 of Tony passed away also this week. Informal survey, what was your favorite Tony song? Tony song?
Is that the group that sang Anniversary?
You know it. Today is a special day.
We used that as an intro song before.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah. But that song, hey, not that I used to make mixtapes, but yeah, that showed up quite a few times. I mean, they had.
If I were to make one.
If I were to make one, I mean, I got memories to multiple Tony songs. Yeah, just me and you. And I mean, hell, your sister's name came from a Tony song, and that's the truth. Like, wow. Yeah, all I ask of you, yeah, I really love you. I love you, Deja. Yeah, that's literally when your mom looked at me and said, "What do you think of Deja?" And I said, "Yeah, I like that." Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, R.I.P. Dwayne Wiggins.
Yeah.
You know,
this was we talked about this last week, but I didn't read into it. What happened with the whole Gene Hackman situation?
Oh, well, I was going to get to that next. Mystery solved.
Okay. That was fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after, they ruled out carbon monoxide, things turned into suspicion. Mm-hmm. And they had to do their jobs. And what they found was his wife had passed a week before him from exposure to rap. There's a condition that if you're exposed to rodent droppings, you can get, and she was exposed to them and it went untreated, and I guess it's very rapid, something with fluid and blood and something, and she died, and then lo and behold, Gene Hackman had advanced Alzheimer's, so he was kind of just
95.
He was kind of just alone for a week. Mm-hmm. So with his heart condition, things just led to him. They said what it was, but it had to do with his heart, and he died. And the dog that died, because there were 3. The dog that died, they said, was probably a result of starvation and dehydration. So it was just a series of events.
That's
sad. Yeah, sad. Yeah. It's tragic, and I had some things to say, but I mean, it's sad. So, yeah. So that's what happened, and Rest in peace, Gene Hackman. Rest in peace, Gene Hackman's wife. I'm sorry, I don't know her name off the top of my head. You know, it's just sad. You know, but they figured it out. They investigated it. They did their job, and they got answers.
Yeah. Where
I
did
think
they live?
They were in California. I'm pretty sure. But the only thing I didn't hear about, the only answer I didn't get, is I heard it mentioned that the house was open. So I don't know if he had opened the house or like, because that, I don't know. I think that's what led to the suspicion.
He could have been, like just that erratic behavior.
Yeah. Because they said there wasn't, I don't think there was a lot of food in his stomach when he did the autopsy, like stuff like that. You know? But yeah, it's just sad. Sad. But on to other, I guess, lighter news. You said you had something you might want to say about this. Michael Jackson's biopic.
Michael. It's coming in October.
Well,
this year. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh God. I'm not surprised if it's delayed. Well,
the third act. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
Okay, it had to be reshot because of legal oversight. I was like, "What?"
Did you see what happened? Like why?
Yeah, the kid and the family, like there was something in that lawsuit, right? That they could never.
Yeah. So like I guess the third act dealt with the trial.
Yeah.
But in the initial lawsuit in the 90s, whatever, said you can't use this, like his name, or his name can't be in anything.
Yeah.
Like, movies or books or anything.
Yeah.
And they did not know that. So they had to rewrite the whole third act and reshoot it.
Who got fired for that?
That's
who got that's fired? Like, dude.
That's multiple people. That's multiple. Checks.
Nobody said, I feel like we can't do this. I mean, I would have been like, are you sure we can do this? Like, that seems like common sense that you can't use that person. I mean, no one knows who he fucking is right now. So why do you think you can make a movie and use his name and stuff?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look up his name. Maybe you can. I
didn't know you could.
I don't know. Well, no. Yeah, we do know who he is. But
that's why I was surprised. I was when it happened. I was like, man, I'm not blaming. It's not the writer's fault. It's
legal.
Yeah, it's legal.
There's probably something about profiting from it. You know what I mean? There's something. So,
that makes me a little nervous just because movies
you're like
coming out in October.
What type of circus are you guys running here? Like you're missing out on legal stuff, and it's
the third act,
and it's the third act. It's the end of the movie. So,
but that makes me interested. Like, what were they going for then? If that was the original third act,
well,
like what's the story they're gonna tell?
That was probably like, well, you know how these movies go. It's the rise. Then they peak, and then something traumatic happens, and then there's the redemption. You know what I mean? So that's
like
probably
the final concert too.
Yeah, that's probably it'd have probably been like whatever we would say his big comeback was.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say it was.
Because when was the trials?
Oh man, it seems so long ago. It was a long time ago. I don't.
Yeah, was it before or after Super Bowl?
It was that's right. It was after because he was married to Lisa Marie after. So Super Bowl's going to be peak. Super Bowl's going to be peak.
If they show it. I just don't know. There's just so much stuff they can show for like
Michael Jackson
concert. Yeah.
It's like he's Michael Jackson.
This movie's making over $1 billion.
Yeah, people forget that he used to have MTV Michael Jackson Weekend.
Yeah.
and that to me is still the standard of like that dude. MTV devoted whole weekends to him. Whole weekends. It was just nothing but Michael Jackson for a whole weekend, Julius. A whole weekend.
I know.
Like no one's ever had that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
I don't know. That's just the fact people were passing out at his concerts just says enough to me.
Your friend Sarah said she screamed for 3 hours straight and she cried. She cried and screamed for 3 hours. What are you talking
possible?
about?
Like your vocal cords get bunched up.
I can't imagine.
Pre-internet. That's insane.
Man. They'll never understand. Understand. You probably felt that, like in like your bones, all the screaming, like your body was probably like it was like
your eardrums are like getting out, like you're losing equilibrium.
Yeah,
from
there's
all
probably
the frequency, the high
it's probably
frequency.
a scientific study that says, yeah, actually, if 20,000 women under the age of 18 scream simultaneously, it will make you shed tears. It's probably something scientific. Like, yeah, we call this the Jackson effect. You mix these things together, and this is the end result. But yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, it still makes it out by October.
I hope.
But yeah,
I mean, biopics or whatever, but I know it's at least gonna be entertaining. It's a Michael Jackson soundtrack, so
I mean,
at the end of the day, it's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'll watch it. We'll get my money.
Oh,
Again.
I'm seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, good. We talked about the Marvel League last week.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Yeah, there's
and
all
Marvel's. I mean, quotation marks leak. Like,
yeah,
that was planned,
here's the concept part. There's so much speculation now. It's like
of if it was real.
Oh, just like what it means about Secret Wars, and I mean, they got. I mean, it's everything. I'm still of the camp where I hope Robert Downey Jr. is not Doctor Doom. I hope he's just a variant of Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. I'm just seeing those pictures of him and the throne and stuff. I'm like, RDJ is super talented, but like, I don't see them doing that for this version of Doom.
Yeah, like him. Yeah.
I honestly think it's gonna be like not a joke, but red herring.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is.
Oh, that's Doom, and then like something's gonna happen. It's like, oh, that's not Doom.
Yeah, like how they got us at the beginning of Endgame with Thanos getting killed.
Yes, like that fast.
Yeah, like
that.
I hope it's that.
Feel like it's that.
Yeah, because I
and honestly, it might be that because they announced that last year. I doubt they had a script done. They saw the backlash it got. So like, okay, let's change some stuff.
Let's change this. It's a good idea, but and I just
got you interested in it again.
It did. I just feel like the one thing about Doom is, well, not the one thing, but here's a few fun facts. And I'll say this because, no one's seen Fantastic Four yet. Dr. Doom is smarter than Tony Stark, for one. He's the second most powerful wizard in Marvel behind Doctor Strange, for two. And if he takes that armor off, he'll still kick your ass. So I don't think I can get that vibe from RDJ. I just don't. Like, I don't think he can do evil and intimidating. Well, actually intimidating, not evil. Doom just intimidate the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they need.
Here's a question. Is Doom so Doom because he's just second at everything?
Well, no, because Doom thinks he's first.
But that's a result of him being second, because he's just compensating for
always being
I'm the best, but he's not the best.
But he's
I'm better than everyone else except him.
Well, it's Reed Richards, yeah. I think he's okay with Doctor being Strange. I think he's okay with Doctor Strange, but Reed Richards, he's not okay with. He's never okay with, ever. So they're saying Parliament of Dooms is what people are speculating, that it's going to be multiversal. Instead of Kangs, Council of Kangs, it's going to be a Parliament of Dooms from all over the multiverse. And from that, we'll find our actual Doom, which I'm okay with. So yeah,
cool with me. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it with Kangs anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, and basically skill set wise, power wise, they could easily swap out Kang for Doom, and yeah, just because. Yep,
it makes more sense with this whole Secret Wars thing too.
Yeah.
So you just wonder, like, why did they do the whole Kang thing to begin with?
That is interesting. Why? Because it was still. Like, that's what's weird. This was all still leading to Secret Wars.
So it's like, why were you
doing Kang?
And that's
probably because they didn't have the Fantastic Four in place yet. So maybe I don't.
But we knew
I don't
we
know.
were gonna get it before the Secret Wars.
Yeah, but they had to do something. I guess. But I don't know. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Maybe it was
going
gonna be like a Loki situation, like.
Yeah.
Where
maybe.
Like Loki was the villain in Avengers. Maybe like Thanos was behind it.
Yeah.
Or like the sponsor of the army.
So maybe they're gonna have Kang doing this Kang thing, and Doom will be looking in the background. I don't know. But I get what you're saying. They they could have skipped a step. but but we wouldn't have had Jonathan Majors and his wonderful performance. We'll never see the light of day again. Yeah, to Kang. To Kang.
I'm gonna see Magazine Dreams in 2 weeks.
I am.
It comes out.
I am. Yeah.
2 weeks comes out.
Yeah. I want you to watch it and tell me if I can handle it, because it looks like it's going to have some like moments. Yeah, where I'm like, I need to know before I
it's
go.
gonna be tough. Yeah.
Yeah, because he looks like he put it all on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that scene when he's in like his tighty whities, he's all manic, like flexing. I was like, this movie might be too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then when he smiles and he has the blood in his teeth. Yeah. Because there's so many scenes, and I'm like, man, he is so good at being crazy. That's but
method.
Anyways,
he does the method.
Yes, he does. Hey, my main man Matt Sergi hit me up this week. Fun fact: he's about to be my source of fun facts. He hit me up and he told me that Timothy Chalamet gained 20 pounds to play Bob Dylan. Now,
got that Oscar. That's
it took me how many years to wrap my head around the fact that this kid was a man. First of all, like
small, he's a small.
He
person.
is a small human being. Like he gained 20 pounds. Look like he weighs 140 pounds. Like I was like, how did you gain 20 pounds to look that small? That's so crazy to me. Like, Julius, I was 142 pounds in 7th grade, bud. Like, I'm just like, so the fact that Timothy Chalamet is a full grown man.
Was he 140 or did he just gain 20 pounds?
I'm guesstimating. He was 140 in the movie because, but he's sitting next to whatever Jenner he's sitting next to. And I was just like, he'd be wiggling all over her. She's probably just like, I'm just like, he's so small, bud. He's like Prince. He's like Prince size. He's so small. So now I'm like,
I don't think he's short though.
He's probably not short.
I think he's like average height.
Timmy Tim. I'm like, man.
We didn't talk about it, but did you see his SAG speech when he won the SAG award?
No, I heard he said some things, but I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, all he really said was that he just wants to be one of the greats.
I did. He was chasing the greats, and he wants to be great. Yeah. No, the boy can act his ass off.
Yeah. No, that was just like a good speech.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. And I feel like he's one that I hope he takes advantage of his youth and makes some fun movies too. Like,
he did Wonka.
That's what I mean. Like, he did Wonka, but he doesn't have to. Everything doesn't have to be heavy. Yeah. You know, like, have some fun too. It's okay. You know, do some easy stuff. Kiss some pretty girls. You know, because it's like, because I'm thinking about his track record. I mean, he's not a slouch. You know.
No.
I mean, but he Paul Atreides weighing $145, wet wearing boots. That dude had me hype. I'm like, man. Gained 20 pounds to play pop. That just blows my mind.
Yeah, so, you know, in the film circuit, if you want to start talking about the Oscars, because you talking about Dune reminded me, some people think that the third Dune Messiah, which is coming out next year, people are thinking that's going to get the Lord of the Rings treatment. You know, when the first two Lord of the Rings it won a couple, but there's these amazing movies, but just didn't win what it deserved. And then Return of the King, it won 11 Oscars.
Was it 11?
11.
Like 13 nominations.
It's tied for the record. Yeah, 11 out of 13 nominations. It was tied as the record. Wow. So people are thinking they're gonna treat Dune Messiah like that.
I could see it bring him the Hall. I mean, but the sad thing is that's the weakest part of the story.
Yeah,
is that movie?
Well, actually, not the weakest, but it's definitely not Dune 1.
Yeah,
Dune 1 and Part 2 are just the first book, and then the second book's Dune Messiah. People still say that book's solid, and then the third book's okay, and then after that it just gets really weird.
Bed. So, do you think they're going to try to continue the franchise, or they're going to stop it after this third one?
I think they're going to stop it. Just at least I think Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, he'll step away.
He's going to step away.
I mean, they'll turn into freaking Pirates of the Caribbean. It'll be just like, I think 6.
They were, but it might not, because the show was just like, did not get a lot of,
yeah,
it wasn't well received.
Yeah, 10,000
So maybe
years.
that was just a sign to be like, oh, no, everyone's gonna like whatever we put out if it has Dune.
Yeah, well, A prequel set 10,000 years in the past.
That's for sci-fi. That's nothing. That's like a month ago.
That's true. That's true.
I
That's
hate
true.
that. I always hate that
know.
the sci-fi genre.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
The passage of time is still the passage of time. Like,
Mhm.
it's that's funny. But yeah, well,
I hope it gets what it deserves, because this
I
year's
do too.
Oscars, it did win 2,
Yeah,
but it won like best sound and best visual effects,
yeah,
which it deserved.
yeah, yeah.
But
it,
you know, snub for best director. Like, it didn't even get a nomination for best director and all this other stuff.
But the first one did, though, right?
He got a nomination, yeah, and they got a nomination. The first Dune won a handful of awards. It won like best editing, best cinematography, and stuff. But he didn't. I don't know if he got best director nom. I know it got best adapted screenplay nomination.
Okay.
But yeah, even this year didn't get that, or didn't get best director.
Yeah, that's the Academy Awards are. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know how the Academy's set up. You could probably explain it better than I can. But it's just funny. I feel like it's almost like winning MVP in like the NBA. Like after like a couple, even if you're still like, they stop giving it to you. You know what I mean? It's like, you did the same thing you did last year. Yeah. And I won an MVP. Like, it's like, so what do I have to do? Like, if I made this movie, then made the other movie concurrently, and you give me best editing for this one, then you don't nominate.
It wasn't even nominated for best editing this year, and it was the same editor. It was better.
What are you? Yeah, you're like, this is a better movie than the first one, but it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You're like, well, he just won one. Yeah. He just won one, so we're not going to even bother to. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of the award, if you think about it. Like,
that is how a lot of the members think.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, they just won, or vice versa. Oh, we nominated them so many times and they never won. So this is us making up for it.
Al Pacino, Son of a Woman. That's literally why he won that. Yeah.
The most recent one was Jamie Lee Curtis and Everywhere, All at Once. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Yeah. They do that all the time.
They do it all the time. And it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. Because even like when you see someone real young, well, a young man get nominated, you usually know they're not going to win. But this is just your, hey, welcome to the party nomination.
Yeah.
You know, but we see you. We see you, Leo. You know, but we're not going to give it to you for another decade, but we see you.
For some strange reason.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But yeah. So
what did you think of this year's awards?
A lot of movies I didn't see. But you did. So
yeah, I saw 7 out of 10 of them, the Best Picture nominations.
I was happy to see Anora did so well because you love that movie. You hyped it. I'm not going to say hyped it up because it sounds derogatory, but you did hype the fuck out of it. So I'm glad to see that it actually lived up to your hype. Like you said, it was like one of your favorite movies of the year, and I was like, oh, okay. You know,
I was surprised it swept like that.
It seemed like a dark horse at first. Like, in my opinion, I didn't think
it was predicted to win Best Picture, but
it was.
But I didn't expect it to sweep. You know, it won director.
I did not know
original screenplay, editing, and lead actress. I didn't expect all that.
How well did we do with our predictions? Do you remember? I said
I don't remember
ours, but I know I was wrong.
I think I said The Brutalist too. Yeah. I don't remember ours predictions, but the day of the Oscars, I did like a little survey thing.
Yeah.
Which I forgot I had the paper here.
But
okay. The only one I didn't get Best Picture because I thought it was before the awards started. I was like, it's Conclave, like it's gonna be the classic Oscar type movie.
Yeah, which it was. Yeah,
but I didn't get Best Picture, documentary, short, and like the short films I didn't get, but everything else I got. Oh, I didn't get lead actress either, but
okay.
If next year, if you want to bet money, just hit me up. I'll help you
out. Okay.
Because I got a lot right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know I wanted. At that point, I hadn't seen it. I don't think, but after I watched it, I told you I wanted Flo to win for Best Animated Feature, but I had predicted Wallace and Gromit because they're unbeatable.
Yeah.
but Flo beat them.
Yeah. So, I did put Flo for that.
Did you?
And that's a big moment.
That's huge, people. Huge.
Yeah, like because if you don't know Flo, has no dialogue.
Zero, zip, nada, nothing.
It was made for $6 million in Latvia.
Yeah.
It's the country's first ever Oscar.
Yeah.
And it beat Pixar, Wallace and
Yes.
Gromit, and DreamWorks.
Yes, and tell them about the program they used.
And they used Blender, which is a free 3D software.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You could download it right now and use
That's so crazy. That is so crazy.
Juggernauts of animation.
That like gets me hyped though, bud. Like, yo, people, chase your fucking dream. Like straight up. Those people like did that in their basement. They won an Oscar. That's crazy. Yeah. Like, think about that. You're like, they used a free program and beat the big dogs. Beat the big dogs.
It is
with a movie that's amazing. I watched that because remember you were like, Flo's on whatever it was on Max.
It's on Max. Go check it out. Yeah.
And I was like,
Max.
All right. And I said, what? All right. An hour and a half later, I was like, yo, that was dope. And you were like, you watched it. I was like, yeah, that shit was dope. Like, I was sitting there like, this is crazy. Like, I was like, this movie is so good.
It was.
Yeah. That's bananas. Yeah.
It is very important because, like, every year it's either Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks with the sprinkles of a Wallace and Gromit or Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah, right. And that's who usually wins because they're like not Disney or Pixar or DreamWorks. It's like, well, so you figure they beat The Wild Robot.
Yes, which was the front runner.
Which I just watched, which was
Me
good.
too. It was good. It was beautiful. Beautiful movie. It looked really good. Like,
it did look really good.
Yeah, it did.
And it beat Wallace and Gromit.
And it beat Inside Out too.
Inside Out too. Beat Inside Out too. Like, oh my god.
And it beat another like movie that was just the nomination was its win. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it was
recognize you. Memoirs of a Snail.
Yes.
I did not see that.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, somebody punched through a table when they announced the winner of that. They were like, "Go, remember, I put $355 million into making this movie. It took us 4 years. You got big name actors, voice and stuff. They got a cat." But I was 5 minutes. Swear to you, I was 5 minutes into that movie, and I literally thought to myself, "Man, it wouldn't be so bad to be a cat." Like, like literally, the scene where like. She like walks back to her house and jumps in the window. I was like,
yeah, I thought that too. I was like, that is the life.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't so bad shit.
Fish.
Yeah, I was like, huh. Yeah. It's like, huh, okay. I said, you give cats thumbs, they might take over the whole world. If cats had thumbs or not, they might just chill and be like, oh, I can open up a can of bomb now.
Yeah, this makes my life easier. Yeah,
it's even easier to be a cat.
Open this can of tuna.
Yeah. Cool. That's cool. But yeah, so yeah. I saw a meme that says, what's her name? Micky Madison?
Micky Madison.
Micky Madison winning the Oscar over Demi Moore basically proves the substance. Like,
see, I saw that too.
And I was like, I haven't seen the substance, so I don't know. But
I mean, it's about that, like ageism. And
ageism. Yeah.
But like, that was a funny meme. I did laugh, but Micky Madison was really good. Like,
was she?
I feel bad that because I heard Demi Moore was really good in The Substance, and like her speech at the Golden Globes is she was always looked at as a popcorn actress, and like no one really took her serious. So if she would have won, it would have been cool. Like she said, like someone in like Hollywood told her like, "Oh, you're just a popcorn actress," or something. Like back in the day, like in her prime. Yeah. So if she would have won, that would have been cool. But you know, I feel bad for Micky Madison because everyone's saying, "Oh, that should have been Demi Moore's award," all that, and it's like she was still really good in this.
Were they both nominated?
Yeah,
in the same category. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, leading actress. Yeah.
I'm so confused now. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
For the Oscars, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So Micky Madison won, and I was happy for her. I did not expect it.
Yeah.
Just because she, you know, it was her first nomination and stuff. But she did win the BAFTA too. It was like Demi Moore was winning Golden Globe, SAG, and then Micky Madison won like BAFTA. Yeah. So I was like, who's gonna win?
Yeah. Has Demi ever been nominated for an Academy Award prior to this?
I do not think so. I can look it up now.
I'll tell you this much: in the late '80s, early '90s, nobody could cry on film as well as Demi Moore. Oh man, you watch Ghost?
Yeah, this was her first nomination.
But you watch Ghost? and she's sitting on that floor, and that tear runs down her face. Good God. She had a little pixie haircut. That's peak Demi Moore right there. I saw the movie in the theater like 3 times.
Yeah, I still gotta watch it, but everyone loves
Ghost?
it. Yeah, everyone loves it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Patrick Swayze acting stiff as hell, as always. but Demi,
But
man,
he got that.
She,
so.
yeah. Yeah, that's all he needed. I mean, ditto. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't never seen someone say ditto and women just be like, oh. I'm like, really?
Ditto.
Really though? Ditto. Oh, you're so cool. You're so cool. That is some shit that
you know there is guys trying after
100%. Look, I know there 100% there are guys as a girl like I love you, they'd say ditto. Just like I know girls who would say they don't kiss because it's too personal. Like, shut up, because that's because a pretty woman. It's too personal.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm like, okay. I just saw you kiss 5 guys at that party last week, but that's okay. So yeah.
That's
the power of cinema. The power of cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ditto. Good God. His name was Sam Wheat, bud. In Ghost. I'm sorry, I'm like on a tangent. His name was Sam Wheat.
Sounds like your classic 90s
Hollywood
rom-com movie. Yeah.
Sam Wheat. Like, what the hell? That's as bad as Frank Former. That was Kevin Costner in The Bodyguard. Frank Former. That's another one. Oh, anyways.
Fun fact with the ceremony. Sean Baker, director of Anora, he's the first person. He's tied with Walt Disney for winning 4 Oscars in one night, the most ever.
Oh.
But he's the first to do it for the same movie.
Wow.
He won Best Picture, Director, Screenplay, and Editing.
He wore a lot of hats.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah. But did you see any of his speeches?
This is what's funny is I saw the editing one, and then he was up for another one, and I was literally like, "Is that the same dude?" Like I was like, "Wait, what? What?" I was like, "I could have swore, I just saw this dude." Yeah,
I don't remember if it was for director or picture, but he just said like, he's just saying how this movie was independent and stuff, and just told people to keep going to the movies. Yeah, that's what keeps like, but they're alive. So
yeah,
I just thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool highlight.
What was the most cringy moment of the Oscars?
Yeah, I have some lowlights. The most cringy?
You know mine. I was like, what is wrong with her?
Oh, yeah, when she's I can't even hit that note. When she's singing Amelia.
Oh, yeah, Amelia. And then she wouldn't stop.
Yes.
I was like, yo.
She's like wanted people to join along. Like,
I know. They were like, you need to stop.
Nobody wanted them on that stage.
Yes.
And she starts like singing.
Well, if you watch the dude that was beside her started half singing and he stopped. And she just kept going. I'm like, they are not going to start singing along, baby girl. Nope. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
You want to know the worst thing with that is that's the singer of the Ratatouille French song. That French lady. Yes.
Really?
So it's like, you want to hate her. You want to hate her, but I love the Ratatouille song.
Ratatouille is that shit.
But yeah, that was so awkward.
Oh, so bad. She was like still singing, walking off the stage. I said, this woman, she got to go.
They were like pushing her. The director was there too, and he's like, I ain't gonna partake.
Yeah, oh, it was so bad. Yeah, her hands.
It was so awkward.
Bad. Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah,
and
buddy.
You know, Adrian Brody, his speech was pretty cringy too. You know, he set the record for longest acceptance speech.
I was in bed by that time, and it was 5 minutes long. That's crazy.
And the worst part is, you know, he did his original. Actually, the worst. It starts off bad. He walks on stage. You know, he kisses whoever when he wins. He's walking up the steps. He turns around, throws his gum. He has gum in his mouth. He tosses it to his wife. She misses it. I was like, ew, was that gum?
Wait,
so
what?
Then he's walking up the steps.
No, I hear what you said.
He realizes he has gum in his mouth, so he turns around, throws it
to his wife.
And so she tries to catch it, but it falls on the ground and it rolls. And I was like, I was like,
ew.
And then he goes on stage, does his initial speech, which was fine. Like it was fine. But then the music starts playing, and he stops the music.
I saw that part.
Yeah, and he's like,
Saw a clip of that.
He
Yeah.
basically says, "Oh, I've been here before. Like, I know how
Yeah.
this works," and then talks a whole lot about nothing. So I was like,
that what the speech was about?
yes,
About
no,
nothing.
like the first half was fine,
Yeah.
and then the music starts playing, and he stops him for him to like finish his speech. But then it felt like the rest of his speech, he didn't know what to say.
So he was just
rambling. I was like, you could have
babbling.
finished.
Oh, come on,
You could have
bro.
finished.
Come on.
Yeah.
Adrian, well, he got a kiss from Halle Berry later. So what was that?
No, that was before. That was
that
on
before?
the red carpet. Yeah.
Oh, she paid. She was paying him back for when he did it to her. I was like,
his wife was right next to him.
I was like, that's an interesting payback. Well, she was married at the time when he did it to her, so she probably was like, see.
Oh, was she?
She was with Eric Benet.
Oh, I was just like,
I think,
God, so weird.
Yeah,
so
Hollywood,
weird
bro. Hollywood. Yeah, I'd say something, but that's just me.
It's so unnecessary.
I mean, just be mouth kissing each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying.
But hey, I heard his performance was good. I still gotta watch the
I would
movie.
like to see that. I would. I think he's good. I'm glad to see he's a 2-time Oscar winner for leading man. Like, you got that Tom Hanks status.
Before 49, he's 49 years old.
Yeah. Because I saw The Pianist and it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-deserved award. Felt bad for Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, he got his welcome to the party.
Like, this is his second nomination.
Is it?
Yeah, he was nominated for Call Me By Your Name.
He was a baby then. Jeez. Yeah. Wow.
If I just would have, man, if he won, I just wanted to hear a speech.
Yeah.
That would have got me hyped. I would have been like,
yeah.
Timmy Tim.
Listen,
okay.
That's funny. Timmy Tim. Got that. Yeet. Got that. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know if there were any other. I mean, Amelia, Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
Who, has the best agent in Hollywood. I've said it for years.
Mm-hmm.
She had a big night. I was happy for her.
Yeah.
I was happy for her.
Yeah. The internet has changed my perception of her recently.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah.
Because she's Dominican. Yeah.
Which
she made history. Like, good for her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
You're trying to get me to go, and I ain't doing it today. Okay. I'm not doing it. I saw the video.
I like her actress.
Yeah, I like her, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's different how she goes about herself now.
Yeah. If it was February, I'd go in, but February's over.
Oh my gosh. Hey, she played Nina Simone a couple years ago.
She did. See, now you're trying to trigger me. She did. With prosthetics and everything.
Yeah, but I thought she was black.
Nina Simone, I'm pretty sure, is black.
No, I thought Zoe was.
Well, that's the funny thing. Why are you doing this to me right now? That's the funny thing, okay?
She's not anymore.
Oh.
To her.
Yeah.
She says she's not.
People they trace their lineage back as far as they choose to, I guess. And yeah. Yeah.
All right. I don't want to get you going. I just
I mean, what is just the reason why Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, like why there are different shades of brown?
I know.
Yeah. So when they act like they're not from African descent, it's just funny because you're brown for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's the whole you're Dominican, you're not black, that thing. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. I'll snap out. I don't want to today. I really don't.
No, I'm not. I wasn't saying that. I'm just like I guess apparently she would say she is black, but now since like recently she says she's not. So she's with the switch up.
Well, that's the thing they're saying. There's a big thing going on right now with people who have been black forever who are suddenly saying that they're. As I said, your lineage is only going back as you wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you're black, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay today. Anyways.
On a brighter note.
What'd
you think of Conan?
I used to like Conan a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I mean, the host to me.
It's an interesting job.
It's an interesting job. You got these jokes that are written to please like your television audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have one end of the spectrum is like when Ellen would host it, and then you have like when they let Seth MacFarlane host it, you know, like who on this end of the spectrum, which was just like, yeah, that was a little too much for the Oscars. So, you know, couldn't ask Chris Rock back. so I don't know.
I thought he did really good.
Really? I thought he was fine.
I thought he did really good. And he was like, he brought a good energy to it.
Okay.
And like he made a couple jokes like at the audience, towards himself, towards the movies. Like it wasn't just like bashing the movies or anything.
Yeah. Like Ricky Gervais. That's another one. Or is he Emmys guy?
He's the Golden. He used to be Golden Globes.
Yeah, he was rough, man. It was like, dude, like, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's just nice to see like someone charismatic. Like, don't bring Jimmy Kimmel back. No, he's so bland. Like, so boring. So boring.
Yeah,
there's a breath of fresh air, I should say.
Okay, well, I'm glad you liked him. I'm like kind of indifferent about it, to be honest with you. I can't really have a strong opinion about it. Like, I don't even know if there's ever a host that really, really ever stood out to me. It's like, oh wow, he did a great job. You know,
I see what you're saying. I should say more is like, you know, when a host is bad.
Yes, you do. You do
when
know
it just
when
like takes you out of the show, and you're like, I just get to the awards.
That was Seth MacFarlane. He was bad.
Jimmy Kimmel, I would say.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, we've had more bad hosts than good ones.
Than good,
since the 2000s, yeah.
I'll agree. I agree with that. Bring back Bob Hope. Hey, I got a little fun fact for you. I just learned, and it's still in the movie arena. Did you know, buddy? Well, I know you know, but then about Goodfellas and My Blue Heaven.
Okay. So I never heard of My Blue Heaven.
Okay, My Blue Heaven is a mob comedy starring Steve Martin that came out in the 90s. And Goodfellas is Goodfellas. Well,
came out in
My Blue Heaven is a mobster who gets put into witness protection. He's an informant, and he's like in the suburbs, but he's a mobster. And it's Steve Martin as a mobster. So, yeah. Well, both of those movies are about the same person. And Henry Hill.
Wow.
Yes.
Henry something, yeah.
And the writer of Goodfellas and the writer of My Blue Heaven were married. They were husband and wife. And both movies came out within a month of each other. And they're about the same person, but one is Goodfellas and the other one is a Steve comedy.
Is the comedy one based on real life, or did they just take the premise?
It was probably, I mean, obviously it was the premise. He wrote a comedy. So it was just like, I'm going to take these strange things that happen to these people and show you what's funny about it.
Spiritual sequel.
Yeah, it kind of is, because you think about it, hers is about his life as an informant. For, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when he's in witness protection, right?
I'm guessing because they said he's an informant, so I'm guessing. Yeah, and then then Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Yeah, so I guess
that is interesting.
It is, right? Very interesting. Like,
and it's okay because they're married, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got 2 checks from the same dude. Like, man, you're just inspiring us. Just like your shenanigans just never stop. You just do.
Yeah. I'd be stressed out if I was them. I'd be thinking someone was gonna come after me.
What else did he tell you? Nothing. That was it.
That is a fun.
Come whack him.
Fun little fact.
So yeah, but do you want to slide into some reviews real quick?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Daredevil. Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, we can talk about Daredevil Born Again. Now you haven't watched it, right?
I have not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know when I'll get to it. It will be this year.
It will be this year.
Yeah, just because I have to rewatch Netflix. I have to. I never even seen season 3.
Neither have I.
So that's 36 episodes, and then I'll watch Born Again.
I feel okay. So it's funny you said that. So your mother
she watched it. Yeah, I got her to watch it.
Did the unthinkable and watched all 3 seasons. I'm like, of all the things for you to sit down and rewatch, you watched. It blew my mind, bud. And she liked it. Like, well, no, she started. She started Born Again before she finished season 3. And what I noticed was she was confused as hell because she was like, "Wait, And I was like, she's like, how did this happen? Or how did that? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, because I didn't watch season 3. I was like, so I'm good. Because I feel like
But you should watch season 3. Like if you're a Daredevil fan.
let me talk. I
Okay.
feel like watching I couldn't watch season 3. I couldn't bring myself to do it because I knew I would have had to rewatch the first 2 seasons because it's been so long. And also, by the time season 3 came out, I remember that bad taste that was in my mouth after Iron Fist that affected me watching Punisher,
Same here.
Power Man, Defenders. That Iron Fist was so bad, I could not enjoy any of that stuff like I did prior to Iron Fist. You know what I'm talking about.
I felt the same. That's why I never watched season 3.
Yeah, so
I never had motivation again.
So, thank you. Whereas prior to Iron Fist, that shit was like, right now, we're binging this in 2 days. Let's go. So and what's crazy is I've heard good things about Punisher. I heard good things about
Punisher's really. I heard it goes Daredevil, Punisher.
And I've never watched either one.
Yeah.
Like Richie's in it. Richie from the Bears.
Yeah, he's in Punisher. Yeah.
So anyway, so I could not get that taste out of my mouth, and I was like, I'm not watching it. I'm just gonna sit down, and I'm gonna hope that Marvel assumes that. So my hope is that they made it so that you didn't have to watch it. Like if you did, it's a bonus. But there are people coming in brand new. Let's go.
Typical Marvel fashion.
Which is fine because I was able to watch it without watching season 3. And your mother, because you had been, there were different takes. You see what I'm saying? And I actually told your mom this. I said, I'm going to give a review. But your mom had, it was so crazy. Your mom had so much to say about Daredevil. I was like, this is crazy.
She did tell me that. She didn't tell me what she had, but she said she had a lot.
I was like, wow. I was like, I wish you weren't going to be working because you could sit down and actually like give the review. It was crazy. So, because she finished it today. So today we watched episode 2 because in between episode 1 and 2, your mother said, I'm gonna finish season 3. It's a little easier for me to watch than that episode was. And I said, really? And she said, And I said, interesting. Like she can sit down and bang out a couple episodes, but that first episode was an episode. It was like
I heard
an episode. Yeah. And so then she watched it, but in between us watching it, in between episode 1 and 2, I started talking to her about Born Again and the storyline. So I tell her all about the storyline in the comics. She finishes the season, and come to find out that season 3 was fucking Born Again.
Yeah.
So
you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. So
I knew that.
So then now I'm like, then what the hell is this going to be? I was like, so what you're telling me? She's like, yeah, they showed the thing with Karen and drugs, and and I was just like, and then his mother, and I was just like, wait a second.
Yeah, I knew that they did Born Again. So when they said this was Born Again, I was like, well, they already did Born Again. So why is this being titled Born Again? Just for the marketing?
Yeah, because clear it must be. Because I'm like, I was like, then what is this? What is this? Yeah, I was like, because your mom just told me this today. So I'm like, wait,
and
what?
People love season 3. Yeah.
So I'm like, this is crazy. So what was my point?
So you watched episode 2?
So we watched episode 2, and it was good. Both episodes were good. They were both really good. But halfway into episode 2, I said, that's what I said to your mom. I said, pause it. And she was like, what? I said, pause it. I said, there's something I want to say. And she was like, what? I said, I just read a thing on Instagram that apparently the original storyline, he wasn't going to be Daredevil until episode 4. The show was more focused on him as Matt Murdock doing lawyer shit.
Interesting.
And Kevin Feige came in, watched it, fired everybody involved, and said redo it.
Wait, they actually filmed it and stuff?
They said he watched it. I don't know. So could just be whatever. I don't know. But they had to rewrite it, reshoot it. Yeah, there was a big thing. I can look it up on my phone, I guess, initially. Okay. They were, and so and the reason I had her pause it because I was like, yeah, that's definitely what they were doing. Because we're halfway through episode 2, and I was like, you want me to spoil it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, this is a Daredevil-less Daredevil. I was like, we got Daredevil the first 15 minutes of the first episode, and he hasn't been Daredevil since. Like, the whole thing is he's not Daredevil anymore. And they're leaning into that. And I think they must have been leaning too heavily into it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I'm like, it's still really good.
Mhm.
But at the end of this episode, when I was like, he's not Daredevil. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, there was a scene at the end of the second episode where it's coming. Because them Murdochs, they got the devil in them.
Yeah.
So he has a moment. But yeah, as for suited up Daredevil.
Okay. I gotcha.
So
I
but
have
it
to
is
check it out.
It is good. It's really good. Yeah. The fact that your mom she was all about it was just hilarious to me.
That is funny. She must like Matt Murdock.
Yeah, something. It's like a it's like a Law and Order with some dude doing vigilante stuff in the middle of it. But there was a key character in the second episode. There was a dedication at the beginning of the episode, dedicated to so and so. So I'm like, who's that? They must have passed. Well, I look it up, and he's a main character in the second episode. And,
wow.
And so then I look it up, and I'm like, they say that's the last thing he filmed was that episode. So I'm like, well, what's going to happen from this point on? So I don't know what happens with the story, but yeah, I was like, because
who was it?
The guy who his name's Kamar Kamar Delarez, and he passed away from cancer a couple of years ago. Rest in peace, yeah. And but he was playing the White Tiger. So
wow, yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what happens next involved in that. So I think this is what I think, since it's not Born Again. I think the storyline they're actually using is one of Bendis' storylines from his run when Kingpin comes back and Daredevil takes over Hell's Kitchen. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. I could be.
There has to be something like.
Oh my gosh.
Modern.
Yeah, it just clicked. Yeah. Oh God, it's gonna. Daredevil has worse luck than Peter Parker, right? Like
Matt Murdock's read Born Again. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh wow. You haven't watched it. Yeah. When you watch Born Again, yeah, they're definitely taken from Bendis' run, his love interest, the whole shebang. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you about it. I don't want to spoil everything for everybody, but I'll tell you about it. Yeah. Because I told you how Bendis' run was like this long, epic.
Mm-hmm.
It started here, and by the time it got to here, you forgot about what even started it. But it was amazing. So yeah, but it's people check out Daredevil. I mean, especially right now, it's not even like a superhero show. It's just like a Law and Order.
Yeah,
just
what is that? A situational drama.
Yeah. So yeah,
right.
it's yeah. I'd say, I guess, and it's good. I mean, but what's funny is one last spoiler: Bullseye shows up in the first episode. He gets thrown off a building. Well, Bullseye was in the third season.
I heard.
And he gets thrown off a building, like, New York City building. Bam! Hits the concrete. Think he's dead. Then he opens his eye and he's not dead. So I'm talking to my main man, Matt Sergi. And I said, and Sergi was like, what do you think of that? Like, he doesn't have superpowers. And he's like, that should have killed him. I said, yeah, but Bullseye has adamantium bones.
What?
See? Like Sergi said. He was like, that's right.
I didn't know that.
Like, yeah. And I was like, so if that could be why he survived that fall. I said, and if that's the case, and Sergi said, every time they say it, it's closer to Wolverine. I said, every time we see adamantium or hear adamantium, Wolverine is coming, baby. He is coming. And you know what your old dad just got in the mail this week? The episode of Daredevil when they introduced the guy who invented the process.
Issue.
Yep.
Issue.
Sorry. Issue.
Of Daredevil?
Issue. Yeah, I just got it in the mail this week. I ordered it on eBay. Doing a little speculation.
Oh,
little speculation.
They're probably going to do in the season. If that was an issue of Daredevil?
It was aired. Yeah, well, Wolverine shows up. He ain't going to show up in Daredevil. I'd lose my whole mind.
No, he's not. Yeah, but I'm just saying, having that doctor be in Daredevil.
He could be in it. Yeah, because he bonded adamantium to Bulletproof. I mean, not Bulletproof. Bullseye. But so yeah.
So Bullseye was the first person?
He wasn't the first person, but he had the process done.
So what's so special about Wolverine? Like,
What?
what was so
Wolverine?
special about
No,
his
no.
experiment?
Bullseye has adamantium bones. Not all of them, but he has bones that were replaced with adamantium bones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wolverine is laced with
Got it.
adamantium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the process for Bullseye came first. Then
Gotcha.
Wolverine's process came second. Yeah, his was
Okay,
the
that
more
makes
refined.
sense.
Yeah. So, anyways, every time they say adamantium, we're one step closer to Wolverine popping his claws on somebody. And as Sergi said, God bless the actor who gets chosen to replace Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That dude is going to have he'll probably have a therapist for him.
Literally, the best way they gotta do it is just Secret Wars. Literally, Hugh Jackman's like, "You take it from here, bub," and then the kid like, and then they're like, "Oh, good." Just to for people to be like, "Okay, Hugh Jackman's still here, but this kid's taking the mantle."
Like literally pass the torch.
Yes,
here.
It has to be so on the nose. It can't be some introduction in some show.
Yeah,
it has to be some big moment in Secret Wars just to get you hype and stuff.
I agree. That would make more sense. It's like,
and it has to be coming from Hugh. They're not doing it in a show. They're doing it in a big movie.
And not just have him show up in the movie like, here's who we cast.
It's gonna be Secret Wars.
They did something like that with Star Trek. The first Star Trek Next Generation movie was a movie they share with the original cast of Star Trek.
Yeah.
And they had Kirk pass the torch to Picard.
Yeah.
Just so fans would be like, okay, fine.
Yeah. It makes it eases the you're like, oh my favorite Captain Kirk, he literally says it's okay, so it's okay.
So that's Kirk said it was okay, so it has to be okay in the argument. They're like, oh, okay, buddy. But so Daredevil, Born Again, watch it. It's good. I told your mom, I said, we won't be finished watching this till May. And she went, what?
Oh, she hates the week to week.
I said, it's week to week, babe. I said, so we got 6 more weeks of this. And she was just like, oh. I said, man, streaming has you so spoiled. Spoiled.
She just wants to work and watch at the same time.
Just work and binge, baby. That's all she does. All she does. But, yep. So that was
I'll check it out.
Yeah, please do. Don't wait too long.
I'm going to watch Daredevil first, and then I'll check it out.
Okay. You can talk about it in September.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you did watch Invincible.
I did. Episode 7.
Okay. What do you think?
Pretty good. Pretty dark.
Yeah. Pretty dark. What happened in it?
All the marks, all the Invincibles showed up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at the end?
No. You didn't watch episode 7?
Wait. What?
It comes out on Thursdays.
I thought I did. No.
The end of last... So you saw the end of the episode with
Langstrom
and
Levy.
He showed up. There's an episode after that.
What?
That aired.
Well, I was watching it on fucking Thursday. I thought it was a new episode.
So you were behind.
Oh, behind. So all the Invincibles show up. So the Invincible War starts. What happens? I mean, I already read it, but what happens?
They wreck the Earth.
Everything. Yes, they wreck everything.
People get balled up.
Yeah.
Eve gets her leg snapped.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I need to know Rex, how dark they go with it.
Explodes himself, but I didn't see no body. I didn't see no body.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Hold on to that hope. Hey, he gone.
Oh God, he gone. At least he killed one.
Hey, wow, that's. I thought that was going to be the finale. That's what I thought. That was going to be the season finale. So there's still another episode after this.
Yes, because you want to know how this episode ends?
Yeah.
Conquest shows up.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
And Mark's like, I'm feeling really down. This is all my fault. So I really feel like punching something. And then they fly at each other and it ends. And I'm like, man, they're pulling a JJK, just going right into the.
Yeah, no, that's how it rolled. Like, he literally showed up at the worst possible time. Yes. It's like, dude, I literally just fought 10 knees. And every hero in the world had to get involved. And here's
half of them dead.
Yeah. And here's Conquest. They sent me because you're a bitch. They basically were like, you know why they sent me? Because I never fucking don't conquer. That's what I do. Man. Oh my God.
Episode was really good. Yeah.
I can't believe you're like, Invincible showed up. I'm like, yeah, at the end of the episode. They showed up.
They showed up and fought.
Oh no. Mohawk Mark.
I know.
Dark Mark. Yeah, all the marks.
They didn't name them like that, but they did
Yeah.
have the designs.
Oh man, Oliver
I
getting his
know.
ass whooped. That
No,
kid.
they didn't show him get whooped though.
Oh, okay.
There's some parts of the episode where I was like, oh man, I wish we saw that actually go down.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't know if it's time constraints or budgets, because it did a lot of cutting to the fight, and it was like, oh, they're balled up, and it's the end of the fight.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Mark kills Angstrom.
No, he fights him, and then he has him in the chokehold.
Yeah.
And Oliver's like, kill him. Look at what he's done to everybody.
Mhm.
And then he's like,
teleports away.
Yeah, he says something. He's like, I can't believe I'm about to do this. And then he like Angstrom hits him with something real quick and teleports away. But then the people that fix Angstrom, they're like, you promised us something, you didn't deliver. So you either work for us now or you're gonna die. Because when he teleports away,
he lost his arm.
cut off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, oh man. But man, the fact he's alive, I was like,
yeah, Mark beat him down.
Looked gross. It looked
like
so
if he'd have killed him
show.
the first time, this wouldn't have happened.
But I was like, to be fair, thought he was dead.
I mean, building to a bloody fault. Yeah.
He's literally smashed everything in.
But, and then Conquest shows up.
Yeah. I'm like, come on. Like, reconnect with your dad already.
Yeah. You need some backup.
Yeah.
Well, his dad's free now, so.
He's free.
Yeah.
What's his name? Had a power up. Don't know what happened to Battle Beast. Kind of needed him.
Well, he ain't a hero, but he was just showing up to fight. He was like, oh, I'm here to fight everybody.
Yeah, but like, you need him at the right moment, just for for them, because he's the only one other person that can fight with.
I know there's like 5 people in the whole universe that can fight a Viltrumite, and yeah, oh my gosh.
But on the bright side, like, okay, Earth did pretty bad. Fighting all the marks, and they didn't even win. Angstrom just teleported them out because they're about to betray him. But they killed about 8 of them. No, they killed 9 of them. They said there's 18. They killed about 9 of them. And there's only how many Viltrumites left? Like 50?
Yeah.
Okay, you're getting there. So those marks are pretty tough. So
yeah,
can't fight 50 of them. But
nah. But you figure they're also not all at Mark's level, but. The mark keeps getting stronger.
Yes, that is true. Like, yeah, so fighting those 9 marks, like, that's like the best of the best. It's the cream of the crop.
So he, man, I can't believe I didn't watch it.
I can't believe it was good.
Oh my gosh!
I'm about to start reading it just because I got like Conquest spoiled to me. Not like when he showed up, but just I saw a design of him.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
Like, I just gotta read this.
Yeah, you do. It's that good. He's on my list. His first appearance is on my list. I'm mad about buying their books right now because the Invincible books. Like I have him. I have Anissa. I mean, I have Invincible 1 on my list, but it's a $1,000 book, so it's not like I'm in a hurry to buy it. But the book's so fucking hot all the time because of the show, and I don't want to pay those prices.
It's gonna be hot till the show's over.
Yeah, I want them to come down and have their real value, the value that they're gonna have for like the next 10 years, not this like hot value. I wonder what they're gonna do. Oh, you haven't read it? Never mind.
I don't spoil nothing.
Yeah, there's a few things. That's why I wanted to know about Eve, because that's big with the leg. And then what happened?
She got a leg snapped, and they like pushed her in the ground, and like she was able to like catch herself, but she was passed out and put to the hospital.
Okay, there are a few things. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, man, I can't believe.
I can't believe you didn't watch that.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Agent of Chaos out to dinner, so I can't watch it tonight. But I'm gonna definitely watch it tomorrow. So yeah, people, if you're not watching Invincible, get it together. That's all I can say. Get it together. I guess I'm gonna dip into music for 30 seconds.
Okay.
J. Cole, everybody's second favorite rapper.
Is he?
He's the best rapper alive. He's the second.
No, he's not.
The second. Oh my gosh, we've talked about this. Kendrick's not a rapper. He's something different. J. Cole's the best legitimate rapper out there right now.
That's
J.
lyricist.
Yes. So dropped a new track. It's called Clouds, and it's a lot of bars, and it was good. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Check it out. You check it out.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah,
with caution.
With caution.
What's the beat?
Oh, like? See here. This is what I mean with
It's
you.
It's gonna be like this. Ting 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 ting.
Actually,
that would be kind of tough, but so it doesn't sound like that.
I can give you like 10 seconds, right? That's all you get for free.
All right.
So yeah, So Jermaine Cole, who'll make you want to get your life right.
Check it out.
Make you want to get your life right. And I'm gonna make a quick right hand turn into anime corner / manga world.
Goblin Slayer.
On one,
Goblin Slayer.
Not Goblin Slayer. A little rapey, but I will say this: if you're not watching Solo Leveling, watch Solo Leveling. Look, I was at the gym today on a treadmill, watching Solo Leveling. I was like, "Ooh, half-hour show, half-hour treadmill, perfect." So I was watching Solo Leveling while I was getting my steps in, baby.
Nice.
It is dope. But One Piece won't be back till April. But I gotta give a shout out to my man. No, the anime.
Oh, okay.
A shout out to my man Bill MacArthur. He's out there crushing it. He's another what's the word? A convert to the good book of One Piece. He just started watching One Piece a couple months ago, and he's already up to Dressrosa. So he is almost there.
Wow.
So what up to my man Bill? Those you don't know, that's the main squeeze of Simony Cricket. So
wow.
he's doing big things. He's doing big things. Look,
months. That's respect.
When you turn that corner on One Piece, it's over. Like you'll be like dipping and dabbing, and then next thing you know, you're like, it's just all I'm watching. I just watch it. It's just what you watch. But
I can't wait for the One Piece for that to happen.
Yeah, not the same, but it's gonna be close enough, I guess. I don't know, but manga wise, right now, give me one of your youthful sayings. One Piece is bringing it. What would it be? They're cooking.
One Piece is peak.
It's peak.
It's peak.
Right now,
you don't say One Piece is peak. You just say peak.
Peak. Peak. Okay, because One Piece. Yeah, bud. Every week I'm like, are you like they are like we are in the end game. I'm done bullshitting with you. Here are answers to like mysteries. Here are big things, big moments.
What's the One Piece?
We'll never know. We'll never know. I told you that man's gonna die, and he's gonna say, I left the end of One Piece somewhere in the world. There are clues. Go find it, and I'm going to leave everything behind.
That's really the plot of like multiple animes.
Yeah, you're to be telling your kids, I ain't seen your pap in 10 years.
That's what started World War III.
You're like your pap store. He bought a straw hat and said he's looking for the One Piece. It's just the ending. I just need to know. But start of World War III. I could see that. Putin has the One Piece.
Yeah, Putin's actually a big One Piece fan. And he said, we must find the ending. Yeah.
He's going to take Oda. They'll be like, he has Oda.
Oh.
That's it.
You have Japan bringing out samurai swords again.
I know. They'll be like, we ain't negotiating nothing. Get him back. Oh, man. But yeah, so One Piece is bringing it right now. Answers, more questions, just big moments. Just, yeah. So it's never too late, people. Pick up a manga, turn on the anime.
It's probably going to end like the anime this year, you think?
No, I was sorely mistaken. They probably got another 3 years before One Piece is done. Yeah.
Okay. Or yeah, you have time to catch up then.
Yeah, you have time. Like, I mean, they're in Elbaf right now. Like, spoilers, which people are like, what the fuck is Elbaf? It's Fable spelled backwards. But they're in Elbaf right now.
Oh my god, he's a literary genius.
Yeah, I am. I mean, Oda, greatest story of all time. Oda has sold. He's number 4 all time for authors for copies sold. All time.
Behind what? The Bible? Behind King
the
James
Bible
and the Bible?
You said King James. Behind King James.
King James is right in flames.
It's like He's like, I know Oda. Oda started writing this when I was writing the Bible.
Yeah, Oda was his apprentice.
Yeah, Oda. Yeah, I know Oda. I know Oda real well. I gotta look it up because it's like he's like number 4 or something like that.
I
Of
believe it.
authors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
I mean, you've been writing something
Agatha
for 27
Christie.
years. I'll have to put my
Christie's
readers
number
on,
2.
Bo.
Wow. This is off Wikipedia, but he's 8.
He's 8. Well, he said number 4. I'm sorry. Maybe Wikipedia knows.
No, I'm
I
just
say
saying it's Wikipedia, so don't
it is. Well,
take that as you will.
well, even
Okay,
that.
another
that's
site. He's
even-
he's. What were you saying?
I said even if it is 8, that's pretty impressive.
You have anything
But-
else?
Nah, actually, that's all I have. You know,
Me too.
Yeah, we got a little bit of music in there today. Oh, Borderlands 4. So there's video games. Borderlands 4 is coming, people.
Yeah.
So, and I will probably fall off the face of the earth for 3 weeks while I
There
play
goes the
that game.
podcast.
There goes the podcast. The one video game I play is coming out. And
Yeah.
when you just got me Borderlands 3 for Christmas, I was so happy.
They
I
had
was
to
literally
make
like
up for the movie.
Yeah.
You did play that game a lot.
A lot. You know, I play 3 games total, bud. Like, there's a lot of women out there who hate their husbands because they're gamers. Well, I ain't one of them. I play Arkham games, which are Batman games. I play Borderlands, and I play Zelda. So if there ain't a new Zelda or Borderlands or Batman, my system just sits there and gathers dust. So I told you what, and plus I bought Zelda last year.
Yeah, you still have to play it. Play that.
Played it
before
played it for 40 minutes and haven't played it since.
Mm-hmm.
So I see, but that's the thing. Borderlands, I'll make time for Borderlands. For Zelda, I have to have time. You see what I'm saying? I ain't making time for nothing but Borderlands. But all those other games, if I have some time, I'll play them. But Borderlands, I'll make time. But anyways, that's all I have. So
that's all I have too.
Until next time, he's Son.
And he's Pops.
Thank you for listening.
It's Sun and Pops.